Welcome back to Renegade GCM. Today we have a gameplay with Green Purple Limb versus Nami. We choose to go first. We're going to deploy our Law Searcher, which we can get a Straw Hat or Heart Pirate. We're going to grab a Sanji here. We have two Luffys, a Limb, a Sabo, and a Sanji in hand. So Nami's not really too much of an aggressive style deck. They like to counter a lot, draw a lot of cards, and their goal is to get their deck down to 0 cards and win the game. Now I have been seeing some variants lately that are putting some more aggro cards in, so we'll be interested to see what kind of matchup this one is. Alright, so we activate leader effect, ramping arrested Dawn. We're gonna put our limb in and just try to find some more options here. We gotta find an Odyssey card, which all the cards will be shown. We're gonna grab the Savo just to give us a more card draw advantage. We're gonna go 5-on-5. Should be an easy counter for the Nami player. Yep. So they trash one card, they get a bunch of counter. Yeah, 9 counter. Okay. We're going to pass it back to the opponent. Nami's an interesting deck. She got some new tools in OP09 with the Nami that when attacking can look for events, so that's kind of cool. So Nami's going to swing 6-on-5 into the Limb character. We just need a 2K. We use 2 of our 1Ks to get out. We do draw the Zoro for late game, which is good. Activating leader effect, ramping a Dawn. And we're going to put the Sabo into play. We're going to put 3 Dawn on our Law and go 5-on-5. So our goal against Nami is to try to get her hand, to keep the hand size down and making her commit to Dawn as early into the turn as possible so that she'll have to take some hits. Go 5-into-5 with our Limb character. She's going to counter out of that. No open Dawn. So we're going to go 5-into-5 here. Now they do run, some of them run the 0 drop, so they do take that hit. We just pass it back and our Limb does ready. So here they're going to play their Bruley, I think its name is. He's a blocker from the East Blue. And then a Kaya on play, draw 2, trash 2. And I believe the blocker there on a KO effect as well. I think they mill 1. So Nami's just trying to deplete her deck as fast as possible while maintaining her life to win the game. So like I said, our goal is to try to keep her hand size down and her Dawn committed early into the turn as possible. So he's going to go 6-into-2 here to the Law. We're going to let that go. She passes back. 2 open Dawn for her. So here we already ramped up fast. We're gonna deploy the Zoro and swing 6. I swung my attack. I should have went with the Limb first and then the Sabo to get the card draw. And here was another misplay, as you see that I didn't realize I was too tied up with that misplay to see that they gave it a plus 1,000 counter for the turn. But the Limb does ready, so we're good. And we just pass it over to them. So they're gonna play another Kaya, just drawing 2, trashing 2. Because Nami does run a lot of cards that are kind of useless in hand if you don't. They want them to trigger from life, so being able to filter cards out of the Nami player's hand is good for them. So it looks like they played the Sanji's Peel off to draw 2 cards. I've seen some Nami decks go through their deck pretty quickly. So we got to keep in mind how many cards are left in their deck as we're processing through the turns. So they're deploying another Kaya to draw 2, trash 2. We draw another Zoro. We're at 10 Dawn here. So we're going to attack 9 with the Zoro into 5 using its first ability to ready it. So we're going to go 9 into 5 here. Like I said, Zoro's really good against Nami because they're gonna have to use their Dawn or blockers to absorb these hits, and eventually they're not gonna have the Dawn to do it. So here we're gonna go 9 into 5 again with Zoro. They still have 3 open Dawn though, so that's still plenty of counter. So it looks like they might have been short. Nope, they're using an effect to return a card, return Kaya, and then they counter out of this one. So Zoro can attack one more time when needed. So I'm gonna put 2 on Limb, go 7, because they have no Dawn open. I probably could have got away with just going 5 on 5 there. But I'm gonna go 7 into 5 again, drawing a card, because now we have 3 rested characters. But I mean, they do run actual character cards with counter, so here we're gonna activate the Zoro again to rest. We're gonna, I believe that's what we want to do. Unless we've already done it. No, we haven't done it yet. Alright, we're just looking to see if we want to play anything else before we use up our Dawn here. Like the Zoro, I'm already at the top end. I got my Zoros. I mean, maybe looking for maybe another 2K if possible, or a blocker. So we grab the 2K Sanji blocker. We're gonna pay 3 just to be able to cheat out the Sabo. And now I'm gonna use the last remaining Dawn to ready the Zoro and swing in again, 9 into 5. And we still have the Limb attack as well with our leader. So I take that last life. They still have quite a bit of cards in hand. Sorry about that. Thought I was waiting on the opponent, but I was waiting on a pass turn. So here they're going to play another Kaya. Drawing 2, trashing 2. Another Kaya. Probably should check their life. Or how many cards are left in their deck. And they're drawing a lot of cards. So now I have to deploy a couple blockers, drawing some more cards. Their deck has got to be getting pretty low. So they're going to go 5 into 2 here onto the wall. We're just going to give it up. So here we're going to do what we do with Zoro. But first we're going to try to chip in, depleting their hand. No, we're just going to put it right on Zoro and go. 16k, 3 16k attacks. There's a block. And here comes another block. No, they're going to try to counter out of this one. I'm assuming that was a misclick on the opponent. Yep. Okay, because I was like, they should have used their blocker there, but it wouldn't have mattered because we were coming back in with another 16, another two fives, and another 6K. So, like I said, the Nami deck can get pretty crazy at times. Just going through that deck is super fast, a lot of card draw. But make sure you guys like, subscribe for more One Piece content.